What is going on? What is going on? YouTube. We are live. We are live. We are back in the building and special shout outs to you. So what up? What up? What up? It's not my normal time. I know. I was busy earlier. We were shooting another episode of Meet to Marry. Shout out to that. Shout out to that. We are staying busy. We are staying active on this side of the YouTube streets. Shout out to everyone that's in the building right now. Aloha is with us. She says salute, GMT, salute to you. We got Denise in the building. What up, D? Shout out to you, my far rockaway sister. Do me a favor, y'all. Stay active in the comment section. Stay active. Super chats, all super chats get read. We got a good show for y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all also check out your boys' Instagram because I got a lot going on IG as well. On IG, I make sure I put updates of everything we got going on with Me to Marry. So if you're not following me on IG, you might as well follow me on IG if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? We trying to match it all. So I need to get up to 43,000 subscribers. I need to get at 43,000 people following me on IG. Now, I know in the realistic world, that's not how it works, but I might as well shoot my shot. I'd be a fool if I didn't. So shout out to everyone that's following me on Instagram that's with us right now. As y'all can see, I always post updates, and it's literally sneak peeks of what we got going on. Need to marry. We changing a lot. I'm talking about a lot, and I'm so excited to bring this to y'all. So with that being said, y'all see the thumbnail. We got some foolishness today. We got some foolishness. But like I said, my apologies for not being active at 1:30 like normal because we was outside shooting at that time. And we also got a lot, we were shooting at 1:30. I'll be filming again tomorrow. Sunday, I'll possibly be filming again because of how we're doing the show. It's consistent, booked out days of filming. It's a lot of work. We got a lot going on, so make sure y'all tap in and stay tuned. Tell a friend to tell a friend. If you have not watched Meet to Marry and you are new to this channel, make sure you start with season 1, episode 1, and we have 2 seasons out the way. Make sure you check out both seasons and also the reunion. We got 2 reunion shows for both seasons. So make sure y'all go and check it out. Aloha is saying, hit that like button. Hit that like button on your way in. Do me a favor. My girl D says, you working, bro. We understand. Thank you. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? So follow-ups. Now, Aloha, check it out, right? This is different. We're not doing like how we did before, where we shot the episode and that was it. And that's all you got to see of the contestants. No, it's changing now. Now you will get to really get to know these people that make connections because we're following. And I'm gonna tell it to y'all because y'all here. If you here, obviously you fam, right? What we're doing now is we're following the contestants after they make the connection. So we're putting them through therapy sessions. We're following their progression. And we also have a ceremony at the end as well that you've never seen before. So stay tuned. Like I said, lock in because there's a lot more to Meet to Marry than we've ever shot before. This is what's making us have so many different days of filming because it's not like how we did it, where it was just an elimination and that's it. No, there's so much more to it now. So you want to tell a friend to tell a friend. This has turned into a TV show. It's no longer just an internet show anymore. It's no longer just something for YouTube. We're way past that. This is something completely different now. So lock in and stay tuned. Right. All right, y'all. So as you can see on the thumbnail, we got some foolishness for y'all. But we got a few topics to do. I feel a little bad because I've been MIA. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been active as much lately. Last Sunday, we filmed 4 episodes of Meet to Marry. And we was there from 10 o'clock in the morning to almost 8 o'clock at night. So we had a full day of filming. So I wasn't able to give you my Sunday show, and I could not miss today. I was saying, like, yo, I'm as tired as I am right now. I'm tired, I'm exhausted, but I cannot miss today to give y'all some heat, some fire, some more fire. So check it. We'll get into a few topics before we hit the main event. But do me a favor while you're here right now, share the episode. Let everybody know GMT is live, is active, and is in the building for you. We're gonna get into it. So hold on, let me delete this. All right, y'all, let's go. So I want to talk about before we actually get into the following everything going on there. My boy is in the building with a $20 super chat. He says, let's effing go. Let's go. We ready to get this thing popping. Salute, salute, and shout out to my brother Blockchain Willie. MF and Beeman in the building. With the $20 super chat. That's how we do it. That's how we give it up. That's how we making it happen this time around. Super chats are greatly appreciated. All super chats go directly to Meet to Marry. Every dollar that I make on YouTube gets reinvested back into the show. I don't spend that money on taking my wife out to no trips. We don't do none of that. As a matter of fact, since I've been shooting the show, I have not took my wife on any trips. We haven't done any vacations. Everything has been going to this show because I want to make sure that I'm really giving y'all some fire. So, and she understands. For those ladies that want to jump down my throat saying, hold up, you ain't doing for your wife, you ain't no good. All right, whatever. Listen, look, my wife understands that I'm trying to put millions in her pocket. The only way I'm gonna do that is by hard work. So she gets it. She gets it. All right, y'all. All right, so I wanted to actually start off by talking about that, right? About something that I believe we're missing. We're missing hard in our community, and that's hard work. That's hard work. Listen, I'm not going to give y'all too much details, but those that know me know that I'm in management at my job, and a lot of the people that I talk to that are employed under me, they always say they want to be something else in life. That their mindset is, well, how could I be more? But the famous question I ask everybody is, what are you doing to get more than what you currently have? And in reality, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are not really giving their all to their passion and their dreams. They're not sacrificing anything as well. Shout out to my brother, TDP. What up, what up, what up, what up? My brother is in the building. I'll be with him tomorrow, y'all. Stay tuned for my guy, TDP. And a lot of people aren't really willing to give into what it takes to make it to the next level. And when we talk about sacrifice, we got to really truly break that word sacrifice down, right? Some people are willing to, maybe sacrifice a little bit of time. Some people sacrifice a little bit of money. Some people would sacrifice certain friendships to make it to where they need to go. But what's the big sacrifice that I believe a lot of people should make, right? And I don't want to get super religious on y'all because that's not me. But the way that the way I feel like you should submit yourself to a higher purpose than yourself, right? When I say that, for me, that's God, right? I submit myself to God. I give myself to God in every way. And I make sure that I do my best to stay obedient and on task. I make sure that I do what I need to do to I want to put this right so a lot of people can understand what I'm saying. But submission, it means that you're submitting to something bigger than you. You're submitting to a higher purpose than you. And when you do that, you sacrifice because it's almost like, well, I'm sacrificing some parts of me to give it to God, right? I'm sacrificing, and this is not a sermon, by the way. I'm just speaking. So don't click off because you're like, GMT is getting so religious right now. This is crazy. But you have to believe in something bigger than you, and you have to be willing to sacrifice something that is almost like, I would have never done that if I'm not currently doing this. That's what you got to be willing to sacrifice. Something that you would have never done before in order to make it to the next level. It's always been known. If you go biblically, you got people that have sacrificed their kettle. You got people that have sacrificed certain things. What's his name in the Bible was going to sacrifice his son because he believed that God wanted him to, right? So there's a lot that's going on when you think about the word sacrifice, when you think about commitment, when you think about submitting. And me, myself, as a man, I submit to God, and I'm able to make it there. And this is what I try to tell the young men that's in my space. What are you willing to sacrifice to make it to the next level? You know what I'm saying? So my guy FBA is in the building. What up? Yep. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Abraham. Abraham was willing to sacrifice his son in order to follow God's command. And with that, he saw his fruits and was able to bear that. It's the same thing I say with myself, right? What am I willing to sacrifice? Now, I'm not going to tell you what I sacrifice. I ain't going to get too deep, but there's a lot that I'm willing to do to make it in life. And it's not selling my soul to anything else but to God, right? So when I look at it like that, I encourage you, those that really want to make it in life, look within. Look within. Who do you believe in? Why do you believe in it? Is there a bigger purpose than you? Those are questions that you need to ask yourself. Then the other things that you need to do fall in line, right? Proper research. So if you want to do something, do the research. Surround yourself around people that are doing what you do or do what you want to do, or at least have the goal to hit the same exact targets you're shooting at. That's what you should do. And that's the key. That's the level. That's how you get to the next place, the next chapter, the next book, or wherever you at in life. So I just wanted to give y'all a little nugget. And, you know, because I'm on my journey right now, right, of becoming who I'm destined to be. I'm not even going to sit here and say I'm on a journey to become who I think I'm going to be or who I want to be. No, I'm on a journey to become who I'm destined to be. And I say that because everything that I do is in line with success. Everything that I do is in line with the people that can work with me to get me to where I need to be. So yeah, it's destiny. And you'll know it when you start doing it. So I just wanted to give y'all a little heads up. I figured before the shows, I'm going to start doing stuff like this, right? I'm going to start giving y'all some nuggets, just giving y'all stuff, just some stuff of what I'm doing. I'm not a guru. I'm not a person that is all wise. I don't have the all-seeing eyes, but all I'm saying is that when you have a mission, I'm accomplishing goals because I'm staying on task. And staying on task is what we all need to learn how to do if we're not. And we need to stay obedient and we need to submit to the word. With that being said, y'all, let's continue with the show. All right, y'all. I know I just got old church on y'all, right? But we got to talk about the foolishness that happens in the hood. And when we talk about violence and we talk about, you know, what black men do to other black men and the reason why most of us stay strapped up. Now, fellas, do me a favor. If y'all are licensed in your state, respect and shout out to you. Let's play this clip and let's talk about it.
I wake up every
my bad, y'all. Jesus Christ. I'm telling y'all I be tripping. I'm tired, y'all.
I wake up every single day, and before I leave the house and go anywhere in public, I load up my firearm for black people. Not saying that no other race won't do nothing or no shit like that, but ultimately, bro, I'm not worrying about a white or a Mexican out in public. I'm worried about niggas, bro. Like, you might walk into a store and the nigga might look at you the wrong way, and now y'all is beefing just because this nigga looked at you the wrong type of way. Like, this shit is crazy as hell. Like, think about this shit, bro. Like, I can go somewhere and a white person will speak to you like, hey, how you doing? But you go anywhere and see a group of niggas, it like you automatically got to get on 10. Like, niggas damn near don't want to speak or none of this shit. Like, bro, this shit is crazy as fuck. What the fuck is wrong with us, bro? Like, this shit need to stop. But you go out in public, every other race goddamn speak to you, but it's us that goddamn be trying to destroy each other, gang. That shit is wild as motherfucker when you sit here and think about it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with us, bro?
Ghetto gospel.
Yo, hold on. Hold on 1 second. My man said he sounds weird. I carry for all races. Now you 100% right. But the reason why I see some validity to what he's saying is the likelihood of you walking outside and getting into something, and I understand how it works statistically. Statistically, every race of crime, because you're around your group of people, it's going to happen more because of the amount of people that you're around. So yeah, but let's not keep it real. Let's keep it real, right? When we make it in life, when we get a little bit of coins, right? We get some bread in our pockets. What's the first thing we do? We move away from our own people. People like to say, you got to uplift your people. You got to da-da-da-da. No, listen, that's all good. But listen, I'm from, and I hate to keep saying it, but y'all know where I'm from, right? I'm from Far Rockaway, New York, right? And Denise Rose is in the chat. She could actually contest to this as well. And we're just talking about a very small sector. There's a guy named Stack Bundles. He passed, right? Somebody murdered him, right? And he's from my hood. He was a rapper who was working his way up. He was around a lot of people. But the moment he came back to the hood is when they got it, when our own people took his life. For what? Then when we look at another guy that was from my neighborhood, Chinks Drugs. Same thing. One night to do a concert, to perform, club. You know what I'm saying? And that was it. Life is over. Every time our own people try to make it out of life, we got to start really worrying about where we go, even if it's where we're from. So I do understand that. Like, yeah, you want to make sure you protected no matter what. You don't know who's going to come up to you. But the likelihood is, and I always would tell my mom this, and I've been saying this for so long, and this is why this video kind of stood out to me a lot. Because I used to tell my mom, like, yo, the likelihood is if I were to lose my life today, it's going to be from somebody that looks like me. But the problem is, it's going to be because of something. It's usually because of something so small. It could be like, yo, I looked at him the wrong way. I stepped on his shoes. And that's it. That could be the end of my life. Listen, I remember I went to a house party. It was a backyard party one time, right? And Highway is in the building. My brother, salute. Yes, I agree with this too. It's a state of mind and knowledge of self and how you move. Yeah, I agree as well. But, sometimes these things don't even have to really be in your direction, right? I was just about to say, like, I was at a backyard party. And I don't do that stuff no more. I know sometimes it's where you put yourself is half the problem. Real talk. It's half the problem. But I was at a backyard party one time, minding my business. I was on the other side of where the event, whatever crap was happening. And sure enough, I heard a bullet whiz past my ear. You could hear it. I don't know if anybody had ever heard or been shot near or at or whatever. I don't know what y'all been in. I don't know what y'all been through. But let's keep it real. That's a scary thing because my life could have been over if I would have moved my head 1 or 2 inches to the left of me or to the right of me, whatever it was, right? I was in Charlotte, downtown Charlotte, uptown Charlotte. This was when I first moved out here. So we're only looking at 3 years ago. And very similar thing happened. But I didn't, of course, it wasn't towards me. But these guys was in the car just driving. I guess they had beef with somebody else in the car behind them. They might have just cut them off. And of course, and who was it? It was some young dudes that looked like me that jumped out and started shooting at the dude. You know what I'm saying? And those things is like, that's the problem. We have been gifted another membership from Aloha. Shout out to you, my sister. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. So and it happens more often than you know. I don't like when people, one thing about me, right? I like to keep it real. I love to acknowledge the good in our community because there's a lot of it, right? We got a lot to be proud of as Black people. We got a lot to look at to say, like, we really started from not having much. Most of us was raised behind the 8 ball because we had single moms. You know what I'm saying? So most of us was raised that way. But a lot of us rose from that and have became a lot with ourselves. But the thing is, and here's this. I'm not going to sit here and blame one group of people because y'all know who I'm talking about, but I don't feel like getting smacked in my face today, so I'm not going to say it. But there's a group of people that's raising a bunch of YNs, and it's a lot of them. And they're out there on them streets right now. And it's becoming this new thing as it's cool to be considered a YN. You got the older women that want to date the YNs now. So this is where the problem is starting to come in. So the ghetto unacceptable behavior has now become the norm. So yeah, the YNs are running amok in every major city. And I'm saying major city on purpose, right? Chicago, New York, LA, right? Houston, right? We go to Baltimore. You go to almost any major city, and it's a problem. It's a problem. And there's not enough, unfortunately, and I'm not blaming men at all. Because nowadays you can't talk to these women kids without getting attacked by the woman. So it's almost like, yo, I'm not gonna father these boys because they don't want to listen to me because you, the woman, don't listen to me. So no one's listening to me. So I can't be a leader of a community with no structure and no guidance. I can't lead a community that doesn't want to listen to me. And that's where the problem is. That's where the problem is. So, I'm not saying it's the large sector of Black men that's doing this. By no means. I understand statistically, Black men are doing way better than we've ever done in history. Since the 1940s, 1960s, when we were married at a higher rate. We're doing better now, but the only problem is that we're leaving our women to their own suffices to figure it out. And with that being said, they're just having babies by the YNs. And then here goes another race of what, man? You know what I'm saying? Of what? Of what? Do me a favor, hit the like button as you come in the door. So with that being said, we have a cycle of problems. We have a cycle of issues. We have a cycle that won't stop. And, like we try our best, like me as a man, I'm doing my best to stop the bleeding. And when I say I'm doing my best to stop the bleeding, I'm creating a show that I'm trying to help Black people come together. Really, it's for any race. I'm not limiting it to Black people, but because I'm Black, the bulk of my audience, the bulk of the people that apply for the show are Black. So yeah, I'm trying to play a part for Black people. But then there's another part to it as well. That's a struggle. I talk to a lot of young Black men as well. Even if for my job, I hire a lot of young Black men. And I sometimes intentionally hire them. And I could tell you, their work ethic is trash. I'm not even lying to you. You know how hard it is to get a Black man to keep up with his own time card? A young Black man to keep up with his own time card? That's you. That's your bread. Like, but you don't care. Just every little thing, you got to chase out people to do better for themselves. And we're talking about years. Years have gone by, and I still do the same thing. Like, when are we as a people gonna want better for ourselves? And when are we as a people going to start really focusing on the family structure? Really putting man and woman back together to focus on a strong family structure, because that is the way you almost annihilate the YN culture. I don't want to feel like I need to carry a burner on me because I might get hit up by another black man. You know what I'm saying? My guy Quint is in the building. He says, I think it's most young people in general. Well, yeah, young people themselves have a problem. But we know our people, it's a real problem. It's a real problem. Our younger generation of young men have a problem. And I'm concerned because I'm so happy that they have jobs. I'm so happy that, yeah, they're not outside going up somebody's head. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what it is. That's what it is. I'm so happy that we're not there, that these guys are actually working. But then their work ethic is trash. So, yeah, you got them working. You got them outside doing what they need to do. But, man, like, and I'm only holding my people accountable because, yeah, I want us to do better. So when I look at it, right, and you look at the amount of the rate of our young black, when you hire a young black boy that's 18, 19, the likelihood is he's probably only going to be at a good job that pays good for a small amount of time, because sometimes these jobs, you have to be very structured. You have to have discipline. You have to know how to move, and there's no leeway. As in management, you don't give breaks because a person's young. It's either you follow the rules, don't follow the rules, you lose your job. That's it. You might give gray areas here and there, but for the most part, you don't follow the rules, you lose your job. It is what it is. So working with them and trying to build them has been like a task, but we got to do better. And the way I see it, fathers. That's it. That's all. Our solution to the YN culture, to the irresponsible culture, is having a collective of men that come together to help build this community. But the men, women, ladies, be very wise on the men you lay with, because you laying with these men and you're stuck with the responsibility, and then you got a problem. All right, y'all. Let's move on to the next topic. Let's move on to the next topic. You know what I'm saying? All right. My boy said it's a thing called boyfriend pimp. Listen. All right. Let's move on to the next topic, y'all. Where are we? We have, let's talk about this one. I thought this was a good conversation, so I wanted to get into it. Let's go.
Let me say this. I mean, how many PlayStations have you bought?
I done bought a lot of them, and Xboxes, and GameCubes, and Wii's, all types of
Because you mentioned that with a passion.
Man, look, it's something that we all done went through. We all just don't speak on it.
We
all done dated women with kids, and we all done got the short end of the stick. It's just we all deal with it in different ways. Some of us speak out on it, some of us don't. They always get the bigger end
Some
of
of
the
the
stick.
things that you said, I feel like he's talking out of hurt. That's just me.
I ain't talking out of hurt. You see that these men ain't
That's just what
disagreeing.
I think.
Then why don't one man disagree with it?
Because you're the only person talking, really,
Do
to be
any
honest.
man disagree with what I have said so far? Speak now. If you do, it's fine.
Hey, don't put me in this.
No, I'm for real. I said any man.
I'm staying out the way.
Hey, I'm staying out of this one.
Pause. Hold up. Before we move forward, hold up. My boy said, I only hire lesbians. We're going to put it right there, right? Oh, all right. Triple minority tax break. Yo, you stupid. Shout out to Wall Street. Now check it, right? Y'all heard the conversation. I don't even forget that whole talk about single moms and whatever, right? Forget that. Let's look at the fact that men lack backbones when it comes to speaking around women. Let's just hear that real quick. I'm gonna bring that back for y'all real quick so y'all can really hear.
Because you mentioned it with a passion.
Man, look, it's something that we all done went through. We all just don't speak on it.
We
all done dated women with kids, and we all done got the short end of the stick. It's just we all deal with it in different ways. Some of us speak out on it, some of us don't. They always get the bigger end
Some
of
of
the
the
stick.
stuff that you said, I feel like you talking out of hurt. For that's just me.
I ain't talking out of hurt. You see that these men ain't
That's just
disagreeing.
what I think.
Then why don't one man disagree with it?
Because you're the only person talking, really.
Do
to be
any
honest.
man disagree with what I have said so far? Speak now. If you do, it's fine.
Hey, don't put me in this.
No, I'm for real. I said any man.
I'm staying out the way.
Hey, I'm staying out of this one.
So I count 4 men there right now. 1 man talking, 3 other men. They have the opportunity to truly speak to women. You see, this is the thing. I think women will have a better and this is for the men. I think women will have a better understanding of men once other men speak the hell up. Shout out to my guy, Red Room Entertainment with their $2 super chat. He says, so ain't nobody gonna back brother up Howards. That's what I'm saying. The problem, but I realize with a lot of men, when women are around, they feel like this is my opportunity to get laid. They might see 1 or 2 women in the room that they're like, yo, I want her. So if I want her, then I'm not going to say nothing in order to make her go against what I'm saying. If a man really disagrees with another man while that man is talking, the likelihood that man is going to be like, nah, son, you tripping. That ain't the way I feel. That's how you feel. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's the problem. So, D, that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of men are like that because a lot of men truly want to stay. They don't really get the burn. A lot of women think men are out here just jacking it up with mad women. Like most men are just out here clapping all the cheeks. I'm gonna tell y'all what's real. A lot of men are not doing that. So when men don't get burned like that, when you feel like you're gonna lose something, you tend not to speak up. The most honest man is a man that don't care about getting ass. I'm gonna just be real. The most honest man that you'll ever find is a man that doesn't want anything from you. That's the man that's gonna tell you what it really is. But when you run into like men like this, where that one man with the brown jacket, you could tell he didn't care. He's like, I don't want none of y'all. I'm good. So I'm speaking from a place of y'all could keep y'all box. I'm gonna tell y'all this is where the problem is. And the other men agree with him. But when he put them all on the spot, it was like, nah. Don't put me in that. Keep me away from that. I don't want nothing to do with that. No, dog, you messing up my chances to get boxed right now. You know what I'm saying? And we not gonna play those games. It's crazy. My guy, Red Room Entertainment with a $5 super chat. He says, I know, this is true as dude. What up? Expose the Sips. He was like, we're here for it. Ain't no future in your simping. He was like, and these lames are the perfect example of that. Right. Shout out and salute to you. I know. I can tell by the picture that's true as dude. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Media Man. Media Man, salute, and shout out to you. One of the most solid brothers on the internet right now. Honestly, Media Man has supported this channel through and through. Everything that I personally do over here, Media Man has promoted. Media Man has helped larger content creators get in contact with me. MTR gave me a shout out on his channel. And that goes to Media Man. That Shaq gave me a shout out on his channel. And that goes out to Media Man. So shout out to my guy for getting most of the people that's over here right now, over here. So shout out the media man for that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how a lot of dudes do. A lot of dudes simp out. They simp out. They want women so bad, they'll throw another brother under the bus. They'll leave a fellow man hanging. Just to say, yo, hold up, man. You see, what happens is I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. After the show, the likelihood is those 3 other men hit up at least one of those women each and was like, yeah, you know, and they was dirty macking. They was throwing my man under the bus. Yo, that dude was tripping, right? You see, when he said that, I didn't agree with him, right? You see, I don't get down like that. I don't do stuff like that. Yeah, those men, those are the Kevin Samuels men. You know, those are the red pill men. Those are the manosphere men. Oh, not me. You're not going to see me doing that. I'm a real man. And I believe that you're a queen. You're a goddess. Yeah. What's your number? Where you live at? That's Dirty Mac and at his finest. So, exactly. Until they get the drawers. And after they get the drawers, they don't have nothing to lose. So after a man, and ladies, pay attention to the game. After a man claps, he has nothing to lose. Then that man starts telling you the truth. Yeah, y'all women be tripping. Hold on, wait, what? When we was talking the other day, you said, no. Forget what I said the other day. Right now, you tripping. Right now, you tripping. That's what I'm saying, ladies. Men will lie. Men will lie to you to get what they want. I was telling this to my homegirl the other day. There's men that will hover over women for 30 years. They don't care. They'll hover over you for 30 years. They'll be dirty backing every time your man try to do something or your man makes a little mistake. They quick to be like, yo, listen, you know, I don't know if you should be with that dude. This is why I be telling women like, yo, get your male friends out your life. If you got a man, anybody that's talking about, yo, I'm trying to be your friend, I want to be your BFF, no. Especially if he tried to hit. The only way that'll work is if you and him ain't never have a relationship and he never expressed that he liked you before. That's the only way. There's no such other thing. I don't care how y'all try to break this down to me. The only way is if that man straight up told you, have I ever hit on you? Even when you were single, I didn't hit on you. I was never interested. All right, man, maybe I can give him a little bit of leeway. It still don't mean he won't clap. But at least that man comes at you with a little bit more decorum because there was never nothing that he found attractive enough for him to try to clap. But if that man tried, but you shot him down, and then he's still hanging around talking about that's my BFF, ladies, that man is only waiting his turn. He's only waiting his turn. Those are them dirty macking dudes. Those are those 3 guys that's sitting right next to my man with the brown jacket on. Hold on, let's continue.
I'm staying out the way on that.
You know
So
what,
yeah,
Gemini?
some of it is legit.
If I'm honest,
I'm ready for this.
I'm with him, but I'm not with him. Let me tell you why I'm with him. Some of the things that he's saying makes sense, but I think that when you get with the right woman, you guys communicate, then everything can go the way he's saying.
Love it.
So like I think he's referring to a submissive woman. And I think that you have to communicate with the woman on a certain level to find out if she is submissive, and then he'll get everything he's talking about. But he's not dealing with submissive women. He's just dealing with.
You don't know if that man's dealing with submissive women or not. That's disingenuous. You know what I'm saying? That's disingenuous. Because what you're saying is like what he's saying technically has very little validity to it when it's like what he's saying is true. There's no benefit on telling a man, yo, go deal with a woman with children, which is going to be my other topic. It's going to be the main topic today. But here we are. Let's go.
I don't know because I wasn't.
I'm dealing with women that's manipulative. Like women
he dealing with the wrong
nowadays, they
kinds.
only want to be submissive when it fits them. They'll be submissive when we going on trips and when I'm paying the rent and whenever their car break down, I'm getting it fixed and whenever everything.
Hold up, I want to read this. My guy says it's crazy now. He says he's dating. He says, I don't care about sex at this point. Making a solid connection with the Black woman is important. Thank you. Because that's what it's about. Connection, not sex. Fellas, get it right. Because when you care more about sex, you lie to women to get sex. And I don't even think, I know this for a fact, right? And ladies, let me know if I'm wrong or right by saying this. Let me know, ladies, in the chat. You respect a man that tells you exactly how he feels from the jump. You might not like it. You might not want to be around him, but you would respect that man more if he told you exactly the good, bad, or differences up front. Am I lying, ladies? Let me know in the chat. These guys, when you lie up front because you're just trying to get laid, there's nothing beneficial to that. It always ends bad. And I'm not gonna say I wasn't that dude, right? I'm not gonna say that when I was like a teenager, I had no guidance because I didn't have, like, at the moment, my father wasn't around like that. So I wasn't around that, right? That somebody, yo, listen, you need to always tell the truth. So yeah, I used to lie to women in order to get the box. And not to mention, I was a lot more liberal too, right? Growing up in New York, you tend to be a little bit more liberal, right? So I was just, my environment was, yo, son, gotta be careful. You want to get some ass? Tell them what they want to hear. That's what I heard from the other fellas. So I used to do that. I used to tell you whatever you want to hear. Ma, you're a queen. You're a queen. You're a goddess. Matter of fact, let me get on my knees, get up and put a crown on your head. Just do that shit. So I'm not going to knock where it's coming from when you're young. But when you become an older man, the moment you start growing facial hair, that shit needs to stop. That needs to stop. Like what I realized is I always had better results with women when I was straight up with them. When I told women exactly what they needed to hear, not what they wanted to hear. Like, yo, man, Mingo kind of an asshole, but at least he keep it real. And that got me more success with women than when I used to tell them whatever they wanted to hear, because women don't respect weak men. They don't respect weak men. And if you can't tell people how you feel at the moment, you a weak man. Strength and leadership is telling people how it is, not telling people what they want. If I'm gonna guide my wife in a means to safety, or in a means to the promised land, where we need to go, there needs to be truth to it. There needs to be transparency, and there needs to be honesty. That's something that a lot of these fellas lack. If you're gonna say he's halfway telling the truth, other than just letting the man speak, no one ever talks in absolute. There's good women out there. There's good single mothers out there. There's good women, period. Like, no one's saying all. So it's disingenuous. It's disingenuous when you turn around and you sit down and say things like, well, there's some. Shut up. We know that there's some. We know that there's some good women. It's no different than when women generalize men and say all men are dogs. That's crazy, right? That sounds crazy to you. So yeah, why would a man turn around and return and say all women are anything? That's stupid. That's stupid. Some men date single moms, and those women respect them. Is it more often than none? No, because You can statistically look at divorce rates. You can statistically look at women that had children prior, remarried, or had children, married, then the divorce rates seem to climb. These are stats. So yeah, like you can't go, you're not in everyone's household, but statistically it could tell you, hey, and what's the reasoning for divorce? It ain't all infidelity. A lot of those reasons are, I'm just not happy. So yeah, like, come on. We know it's not all women. So yeah, to argue and go against what he's saying is stupid.
Else is going good. When I tell you don't go to the club, it's a problem. You submissive whenever you want to be. Whenever I tell you to do something you don't want to do, now you're no longer submissive. That's not going for me. It's not going for me.
I can't lie to you. He got some truth in there.
That's true.
Oh, yo, my man just struggled to say that. I can't lie to you. You sound like that damn chicken on freaking Looney Tunes. I'll say it. No, shut up. He's telling the truth. Say it for what it is. Say it for what it is. If I tell you, yo, I don't want you in the club, you're gonna tell me I'm insecure. If I tell you, yo, listen, don't wear that because it's too short, you're gonna tell me I'm insecure. No matter what I tell you, it's gonna be a problem. It's not he kinda is telling the truth. He's toting the line with, damn, I might not get no pussy. Sorry, YouTube. He's toting that line right now. He know like, shit, I just probably blew all my chances to lay and get some box from one of these women right now. I'm messing it up. I got my diamond watch on right now. I just got my fresh lineup. They spray painted. They put the Beijing in it. I'm clean right now. My lineup is sharper than a knife. So he knows, like, oh, I want to say the truth because I'm a man at the end of the day, but damn, I can't let them all know it's real. I can't let them all know it's real. So, yeah. I'm sorry you feel like that, brother, but he's telling the truth.
That's true.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Because, shit wrong with that.
But what I'm noticing that more so in the generation that came before me, the 30 and down. The ones that's around my age and up, they're a little better. But you know, them young ones, they've been having the little issues, you know. They do all of it, and then no offense, baby, but it's too much of the snapbacks of the hands and all that extra. But like you said, now you're doing for them everything good. But
too much talking back.
I might be with you on this a little bit.
They're not letting us lead.
Yeah,
we need to be able to lead, but how can I lead a woman who every time I say something, she got something to say back? So you get in a relationship with a man who you feel like gonna do better by you and get you in a better place in life, but you don't want to listen to him. Why are you with him then?
I can't listen to a man or be led by a man that's gonna lead me into darkness. If I see off rip that you finna lead me into some BS, now let me take the reins. I'm gonna have to take the reins to be masculine. Don't know what.
No. You see, ladies. I only stopped it because y'all know I do panels and I talk to a lot of women. I talk to a lot of women, and I can tell you, I hear this all the time. If you're with a man that you cannot follow, leave the man alone. Leave the man alone. Get out of his life. You know what I'm saying? But no. You want to say, well, if I realize you can't lead, I need to take the reins. Why are you with the guy? It's so crazy because most people, most ladies think this way. Most ladies think this way. Just what homegirl with the red gown on is saying right now. Most women think that way. They're like, yo, listen, if I personally don't believe that you are a good leader, then I'm going to not leave you, but I'm going to take control and emasculate you. I'm going to let you know you're not man enough. You know you know what that does to men? You wonder why a lot of men delete themselves? A lot of men feel emasculated with the women that they're with because I might have a down season. I might not be going through the right moments in life right now. It's just a hard time, but I'm trying. I might be going through depression. But the bad thing is, fellas, a lot of y'all, unfortunately, are not allowed to feel. So because you can't feel anything, because the world tells you not to feel anything as a man, some men take it upon themselves to remove themselves from the equation. It's so sad. It's so sad. I'm not gonna hold you. I like I said, in just talking to men alone, I recently had a conversation with a man that said that he wanted to off himself. Like his thought process was, what's the point? What's the point? And this man has a family. When you look at men, the pressure that the world puts on men to be men, the last thing a man needs is a woman to tell him or make him feel as if, well, I'm going to be the man now because you're not the man. It's the last thing that a man needs in his life. Homegirl with the red dress, if she don't change her, well, she needs to change a lot, but if she don't change her mindset, she's going to be single forever. What she said was so harmful to Black men, to men in general, but I'm talking to Black men because I'm sure she dates Black men. Black men have a higher tolerance for bigger women. So I'm sure she's dating Black men. So with that being said, fellas, don't feel as if you're not enough because you have moments and seasons where you're not at the top of your game. Find other men, find men groups to circle yourself around that's going to uplift you and help you get to the next level. Find it. There's nothing worse for me than to hear a man say something like, I had thoughts of removing myself from this planet. You know how, like, I don't know if anybody in this chat has ever had anybody tell them that. Let me know in the chat. Have you had a friend or even you yourself have ever had the feeling of removing yourself from this planet because you didn't have enough or you felt like you wasn't worthy enough? Let me know. I mean, we could talk about that because this is serious, right? And without the strong support of a woman that you chose to just say, yo, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Big E says, I have. And I'm sorry that you whatever you went through, brother, I'm sorry to hear that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like please, if you want, man, and I hope you are doing a lot better with yourself right now. You know what I'm saying? To the point where, you never have those thoughts again. But, I'm here. I'm here. You reach out to me on IG. If I don't know if I know you personally. I don't know who it is, but if I don't know you personally, do me a favor, link my IG and let's talk, man. Let's chop it up. You know what I'm saying? Last thing on earth I ever want to hear is a brother talking about he wants to delete himself. You know what I'm saying? D says, yes, I had a friend who said that to me. Look, insane. I hate hearing that. You know what I'm saying? Life in general is hard. You know what I'm saying? As a Black man, 100%. 100%. But people don't think that Black men, we always we allow our women to take the reins and say, well, I'm double marginalized. I'm a minority and I'm a Black woman, so I have the worst. Like, no, do you know what it's like being a Black man in this world? I don't believe in the pity party though, right? I believe Black men can mobilize and build big shit. I truly do. But if you know what it's like, it's hard. It's hard, especially when you're doing it by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So my man says, that was 22 years ago. I'm good. I have a 10-year-old son and I love supporting my wife of 20 years. Hold up. Shout out. 20 years being married is no easy task. It is no easy task. You know what I'm saying? My guy, Chris. Chris, what up? Chris says, Shayna Atkinson. Hold up. Who's this? Where's Shay at? You hijacked her phone, Christopher? Where's Shay at? Yo. So that's no easy task. You know what I'm saying? Being married, 20 years, salute. Shout out to you. Shout out to your family. Shout out to your wife. That is amazing. I love that. I love hearing men and women together, building communities, building something bigger than themselves. Y'all don't realize a lot of people act like marriage is just a piece of paper, but that comes with wealth. When you put 2 and 2 together, it equals 4. Some dummies might say it equals 22, whatever. That's still more. You know what I'm saying? And to be married and to have a union for so long, to have a beautiful son, to have a father in the household. Now, I'm not saying that's not common. We all know statistically, Black men have been stepping their game up, but in the household, it's a different thing, right? So to have that, man, I love to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Do me a favor. Aloha says, hit the like button. Hit the like button if you haven't hit the like button when you come in the room. Shout out and salute to you. Yo, I got a little something funny I wanted to play next. So check it out. It goes along these lines too. It's going to be funny as hell though. Check it out.
Woman will gaslight you. I wish someone would have told me this at a younger age, but I'm telling y'all, if you try to lead them, they will tell you, this is what they're going to tell you. If you try to lead them, they will tell you you're controlling. You could tell a bitch to put on a seatbelt and she going to be like, you ain't my.
Now, I disagree with calling a woman a bitch. Now, that ain't the way I talk to women. That ain't the way I move. I'm just looking at what he's saying as far as the actual bullet points.
Daddy, who you talking to? You're going to be like, bro, like, for real, I swear on everything. If you set boundaries, this is what they will tell you. They're going to tell you you're insecure. You say, hey, you dressed a little too provocative. Oh, you insecure. I should be able to wear what I want. Baby, you shouldn't stay out in the streets. It's 2 a.m. Oh, I'm a grown woman. I can do whatever I want.
Yo, what's up with that dog on his... Why you got a dog vest on? Like, what's going on?
You too insecure for me. They going to just swipe on to the next. All right, if you disagree with women, you sassy. As soon as you disagree with them and say something back, you a motherfucking sassy monster.
Yo, I heard that the other day, man. I had a disagreement with a woman and she called me sassy. It was crazy because I was like, yo, listen. So basically you saying like men and women can't talk to each other? Like, if I agree with you, I'm not sassy. But if I disagree with you, I'm sassy. You know what I'm saying? Yo, no, the dog is real. The eyes is going. I don't know if y'all can see it, but the eyes is opening and closing. That dog is real. Yo, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Actually, and that's it's real. All you got to do is disagree. I was like, yo, listen, I just don't see things the way you see it because I see it this way. Oh, you sassy. What? Yo, it's crazy.
This is what I'm telling y'all what it is. You a sassy monster. Now, this is my favorite one right here. This is especially true with black women. If you just criticize how women behave or critique how women behave, this is especially true with black women. You're fucking gay. All women.
Yo, how true is that though, yo? How true is that? You disagree, you criticize, you know, like stay out of women's business. Listen, and I played that to say this, right? Ladies, hear me out real quick. I might not want to hear this, but hear me out, right? If you want men to be a leader, if you want men to lead you in any type of way, you have to, I always say it, relinquish some form of control. You do. If you want men to also lead you, you have to allow him to criticize bad behavior. You have to. It's not gay if a man has something. I use the YouTube, I'm sorry. He's not part of the Rainbow Coalition if a man tells you what to do or if he critiques you. And how disrespectful that is to the gay community. How disrespectful it is to them. Like, if a man says something to you, all of a sudden you throw him to that community, how disrespectful is that? It's like, come on. Men have always critiqued women. It's one thing to critique women. It's one thing to see, there's a fine line. There's insecure men. I'm not saying that there's not. I'm not saying that there's not insecure men. There's some men I know that hold women in their house. I don't personally know, but you hear the stories, right? That hold women in their house. They don't want them even around their family. It's not even to say that their family's a bad influence. They just don't want their women around nobody. That's different. No one's saying you got that man. If you're with that man, you need to leave that man. We're talking about the average man that's like setting boundaries, setting rules, telling you, hey, listen, don't wear this, don't wear that. Ma, I don't want you to be out till 2 o'clock in the morning. It's not safe outside. I would like my woman to be in the house by 11 o'clock. Oh, shit. Who said that? 11 o'clock? You controlling. 11 o'clock. I'm not a kid. You're not my daddy. Okay. Fellas, my advice to you, if you can't talk to a woman, if you can't give her instructions, and you call yourself a leader, meaning that you know who you are, leave. Leave. Let her be. You're good, my brother. You are good. Trust me when I tell you. You know what I'm saying? Trust me when I tell you. So that being said, let's continue with the show. All right, y'all, let's get into the main event. Let's get into this Kendra G foolishness. So, in fact, I'll play this, right? Kendra G had a guest on her show. She was crazy. Crazy. I don't even need to play the whole show. I can play the clip. Let's go.
My loves, I have some tea, okay? Some tececito.
So those of y'all that's watching right now, Kendra G says, mom of 3 wants a man that makes 150K. She is not, and I repeat, not delusional.
Tececito. I was on a show last night. It was a dating show, and everybody was calling me delusional for what I was asking for. So what I was asking for, I'm a single mother of 3 children, and I was asking for a man that makes at least $150,000, right? And I don't want to work. I want to invest all my time in my art and the home. My name is Rosie.
Rosie, where you calling us from?
Orlando, Florida.
Do you have any kids?
I do. I have 3.
How old are your
18, 16, and 11.
18, 16, and 11. All by the same man?
Two fathers. My oldest are from one, and my youngest is from another one.
Okay. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
A God-fearing one who knows how to be a provider, one who knows what his role is in a relationship.
What does the provider and his role in the relationship mean to you?
To me, a provider is someone who can maintain his household. I don't want to work. I want to go into my career, which is art. So I don't want to have to work. And, I just feel like if I'm with somebody, I don't need to work. That's just me.
Did he make a certain amount of money?
Yes, he has to be able to maintain me and my family, I guess.
So what is that dollar amount he has to make?
Probably like 150. Because he has to be able to maintain himself and everyone and the home.
Have you ever dated a man that made 150K?
I did not. Oh, I was delusional for asking for that. Because and then Kendra told me, but you've never had that before. I'm like, you're absolutely right. My past don't determine my future. And
pause. Now get it. Everybody knows she's delusional. No one's taken away from that. Here's the thing the problem that I have was this, right? If I don't have it up here because I don't feel the need to go. I feel like if y'all want to go see it on the comment section yourself, go look at it. Go look at Kendra G's Instagram, and look at the comment section. And then also go look at the comment section on her YouTube channel and look at what everyone was saying about this woman in their comment section, right? Everyone called this woman delusional. So yeah, I mean, granted, we all could over here say, yo, she delusional too. The problem that I have is the hypocrisy when it comes to it, right? The biggest reason why people are calling her delusional, it ain't the fact that she got 3 kids. It ain't the fact of none of that. Trust me when I tell you, the only reason why they saying that to her is because of how she look. It's how she look. She got a piece of gum in her mouth. She talking, her face is big, all that good stuff. So everyone's calling her delusional. Because they're like, yo, ain't no $150,000 a year man wants you. But why I say that the comment section and what pisses me off with our people is this, right? A lot of our people, we critique people because they don't look good. Not critique them because of how they really are and their poor decision-making skills. Stay with me on this one, y'all. Stay with me on this one. I'm gonna make myself a little bigger. Y'all really got to hear what I'm saying here. We critique people not on their decision-making skills, but off of how they look. How many so-called, quote-unquote, beautiful women you see that came onto these type of shows that have the same exact requirements as her? And the comment section be full of a bunch of people saying she deserves a good man. She gonna get it one day. Look at her. She deserve. We all know men are visual, but men are also logical. That's the problem. So to just knock her on how she looks, I'm telling y'all, go to the comment section. When y'all get off of here, go to the comment section yourself. You'll see it. That everyone in the comment section is trashing her. I don't even need to say no more. Y'all already know what it is. And the only reason why they trashing her is because they like, yo, she think. No, the reason why a lot of men that make that much money wouldn't deal with her is because she has 3 kids by how much ever men, and those guys never made $150,000. Now I got to make $150,000 to come and take care of 3 kids that's not mine. But let that have been a bad chick. Let that have been an 8 in the face. Everyone in the comments would have been like, I mean, there would have been simps in the comment section. I mean, like we said, like the other dudes, right? Telling them what they want to hear. I mean, you could possibly get that. I mean, what about me? I'll slide in her DMs. I'll drink her bath water. Yo, we have a problem. We need to start judging people more on the bad decision making. This is why, for me, I always say this, right? This has a lot to do with men should always care more about where a woman has been. Where you're going as a woman don't really matter to me because you're going to depend on me to give you a good future. So I don't care where you're going. What matters is where I'm going. But I care about where you've been because that's going to tell me are you going to embarrass me when I'm outside with my peoples? Are you going to up and leave me because you're not happy? How many men have you been with? Because I need to know, do you have a train of men coming in and out of your life, literally? So this is what I'm saying. Like, start judging people not on how they look. I mean, of course, that's always going to be a fact, right? It's always going to be a factor. I was looking at her like, damn, what she's saying sound crazy because of what she's been through. Like, yo, she's delusional because of what she's been through. Not because she big. None of that. It had way more to do with shorty makes horrible decisions. Horrible decisions. And as a man, that should matter to you. Forget what the women are saying. The women are going to back it anyway. A lot of these women be delusional as hell. Real talk. Women, literally, you see a bad chick, like I said, I see it all the time. Y'all, just go back to one of Kendra G's episodes. Look at the woman when she does the Kendra cam. And shorty stand up and she turn around and she show her ass. Go look at it yourself. You'll see the moment she stands up, the whole comment section lights up. I mean, you know, I can make an exception for her. I mean, yo, she kind of bad. But hold up, she just said she got 5 baby daddies. She actually shot one of them. And you sitting there talking about you want to give her a chance? What part of the game is that? Start judging people off their decision-making skills. Let's finish the song.
And I will not let another man deplete me at all. If you're not here to provide for me, guess what? Stay out of my messages. Period.
So it sounds like when I say bad decision-making skills, right? She basically, she crazy. Her burrito is a highway, man. Yo, it's true. She a wild card. But what I'm saying is this, right? Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Think about what I'm saying right now. When we look at what she just said, right? Let men deplete her. That's because she's only dealt with men that took from her and never gave her anything. Whose fault is that? Is that the next man's fault? You see, this is what I'm listening to. I'm not looking at her. I'm actually listening to her. So when she says something crazy, I'm like, hold up, man, what you been through? What did you allow yourself to go through? You see, feminine women, they don't allow this type of stuff. They shut nigga shit down fast. Oh, hold up, you lying? Say less. I'm cutting you out my life. That's what feminine women do. That's what feminine women do. When you look at like these type of women, they'll have men literally stealing out of their bank account, driving their cars, crashing their cars, doing all this crazy stuff, and they still stay. And then guess what? After all of that, they still don't even leave the man. The man leaves them for another woman. They still don't even leave the man. The only reason why these type of women are single is because the man left them. So yeah, I'm not going to make the mistake of recommending a woman like her in nobody's life because she makes bad decisions. Forget how she looked. There's some men that love fat women. There's some men that love chubby-faced women. Let's keep it a bean. There's some men that love that stuff. They'll die for it. Bring your big ass over here. Let me get a piece of that. There's some men that love it. I don't knock it. I don't knock your decision, fellas. Chubby chasers. That's what you want. Go right ahead. I just say no matter what type of woman you want, listen to what she says first. Just like I tell women the same thing. If a man doesn't have a plan, because he can't tell you where he's going, forget what he's been through. Because most men grow past what they've been through and become bigger men to build dynasties. So if your major concern is where this man is going to lead you to, then listen to the man and listen to his plan. These men need to start listening to these women and hearing what they said they've been through. Let's continue.
And whoever doesn't like that, oh well, my past does not determine my future. A God-fearing man understands his role in the household. These men want women to do their job and our job at the same time? No. You know what us women and a man can't go half on is on a baby. We can't. You can't go through these pains. You can't do none of that. You can't breastfeed.
What's that got to do with anything?
None of that. That's something we were gifted with, right? So we're...
No, you're just a woman. Like, let's stop acting like childbirth is like, oh, like, yo, men were down here to plant seeds. Women were down here to grow it. That's it. It's not saying every woman can have a kid, but it's also not every man has a high sperm count. We're human. Just like every other insect or animal on this planet does the same thing. The female in 99.9%, I think there's only like one animal where a woman, where the man has the child. 99.9% of creatures walking this planet do the same thing. You don't deserve to be praised. You deserve to be a wife. And that's what you make yourself before you give a man a kid. But you gave all of these men kids. Now you deserve more. Now a man needs to come with $150,000 and take care of you and say, you know what? All those 3 kids, roughly, you have one grown one, the other 2, I'll take care of them. It's going to roughly cost me $100,000 in a matter of how many years to make sure that they're good, but I'll do it. Each, $100,000 each. And take care of you, because you want to go on trips. You want the lights paid, gas paid, the cable bill. You want all of this luxury stuff. Plus, we got to go on vacations every now and then. You want a car. I got to pay the mortgage and the rent, or the rent. I got to do all of this stuff. And you coming at me with, what? Nah, not doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, there's that. Let's continue.
Supposed to stay at home and be nurturing to our family, our home, and our husbands, okay?
My brother,
all
what
these
up?
Women that are taught that you have to work because a man is going to have power over you. He's not a God-fearing man. He is not a God-fearing man, love. And
Whoa.
Guess what? I've never had that type of man in the past, but I will have him in the future. And when I have my ring on my finger with exactly what I was asking.
Well, she taking shots at Kendra because Kendra asked her, have you ever had that man in the past? Nah. And you would never. Sorry, mama. Invite us to the wedding. Invite us to the wedding.
I can't wait to get back on the show. Let's break some generational curses in 2025. What you were taught does not make it set in stone. Generational curse is knowing what's wrong is wrong. Women are biblically supposed to be at home.
No. Biblically, women are supposed to be wives. Biblically, women, the Timu, Angie Martinez is crazy work, son. That's crazy work. The Timu, Angie, look at that face. Look at that face, and that gum has not moved. That gum has been sitting on the left side of her cheek the whole time. How many of y'all talk with gum in your mouth? And if I'm talking so loud and passionately, that gum would have flew out a long time ago. I'm like, oh shit. One time I was talking to my boy and I was chewing gum and I was like, I'll be talking, my hands moving and all that craziness. And the gum flew out of my mouth. He thought my tooth flew out. I was like, oh. I had to check and see if it was my tooth too. Yo, it's crazy. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about over here? This is crazy. Right.
Taking and nurturing their man and their family. Come on,
I love how Black and brown people always go to the Bible but do not live according to scripture. This woman is having sex with almost any man that, and I'm assuming, and I'm gonna assume that I'm right. She's having sex with almost any man that's going on. So that you doing all that, right? That you doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Think about it. He equate J-Lo is out of pocket. Y'all over here tripping. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm saying. Like when you look biblically, women are supposed to be wives before they carry. She didn't do none of that. She had 3 kids. I didn't even hear about how many different men. I need to go back and watch Kendra G's full episode. But I'm not going to waste my time and do that. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not doing it. If y'all want to do it. Y'all let me know. How many men does she have women by? Now, you do all of that, and then now you talk about biblically, the scripture says a woman's supposed to be at home. The scripture never, ever said that. I'm like, yo, show me where in the scripture says that. Show me. I think when women hear the feminine part, what history has always said a woman is supposed to be, they get it confused with living a quote unquote soft life, right? Like I'm just at home, taking care of my kids. You know, the man's at work, he's working 2-3 jobs, comes home, he's tired. I make him, I run his bath water, da da da. Listen, y'all are not even doing that no more. How many women you know are in long-term relationships, and a man come home, they don't run his bath water, they don't cook for him. As a matter of fact, if she's mad at something, the moment that man comes in the door, he's got to hear it. He has to deal with all the stress outside. Then he got to still come home and deal with, oh, shit. I got to come home and argue with you about something that I can't even control. I got to argue with you about your feelings, something that might not even be true. I got to argue with you for nothing. There's a lot of men that's going through that right now. There's a lot of men that's going through that. To the point where a lot of men come home, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm not inviting her to meet to marry, man. That's done. Man. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. That's crazy. But there's a lot of men that, believe it or not, they on that type of time, and they come home from work and they sit in their car all day long. They'll sit in their car for 3 hours, 4 hours, just because they don't want to go home and argue with their wives. Just because of that. So you're not going to tell me about anything biblical with the modern woman. You're not going to tell me. It's not happening. You know what I'm saying? No. She's not coming on the show. Could forget it. All right? It's not happening.
Black people, let's break some generational curses.
Hold up,
Women are biblically supposed to be at home, taking and nurturing their man and their family. Come on, my black people, let's break.
Why black people? Isn't she Boricua? She Boricua. Why we talking about black people?
Some generational curses. And don't worry, I will be back on the show with the ring I want, with the man God has for me, okay? Don't worry. I'll be that living proof for y'all.
Here she goes, fellas, on the Kendra G single.
And Kendra will still promote her. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yo, listen, y'all remember I had some wild stuff happen on Meet to Marry before. You know what I'm saying? Season 1, right? Y'all don't even see me promoting those brothers no more. Y'all ain't hear nothing from them. When I did the after show, y'all ain't hear nothing from them. All right, it happened. It's over. I'm not going to promote foolishness. I'm not going to promote bad behavior. I'm not going to promote anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. But Kendra G, different story. She going to promote it. She going to promote it. She going to put it on the pedestal. Hey, fellas, here goes Rosaline. If you guys want to shoot your shot, meet her on my Kendra G dating app. No fellas in the chat, man, if y'all holler at her, if y'all holler at her, 10,000 lashes to you. Because that's crazy. These women they make the worst decisions in life with the men that they chose. It doesn't mean like, yo, she probably was it back in the day. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, y'all over here, you know what I'm saying? With all this, you know what I'm saying, burritos and tacos and all, yeah, y'all crazy. I ain't saying all that. You know what I'm saying? He says, big back burrito back there. She got a big burrito back there. Listen. Don't holler at her, man. You know what I'm saying? Highway, skinny. Don't jump in them DMs, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see your wedding pictures. Her and Skinny walking down the aisle. She talking about, he gonna be my protector and my provider. My man makes $150K and he gonna take care of me. No. Skinny, my peoples, you my brother, man. Don't go down bad like that. Just because Rosaline got a big back burrito going on. She a whole problem. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man said Skinny going. Chill, Skinny. Don't do it, man. I don't want to see that. You my brother. We stay away from those type of things. We make good decisions out here. He says, I don't make $150K, but I'll wrap that burrito. Damn, son. That's crazy. A lot of red beans and rice. Yo, he trying to eat good. Damn. Yo, listen, this has been a good show. Great show. I hit my hour and a half mark. Y'all know I'm tired. I've been through it. We spent all morning. We was filming. Tomorrow morning, I am recording some more. So, yeah. 8:30 is my bedtime. 9 o'clock, I should say, is my bedtime because I'm trying to be responsible and get up early to get the filming. So once again, y'all, thank you so much for joining the show. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for rocking with your boy over and over again. Like, it means so much to have y'all over here that y'all are just a part of the Meet to Marry family, right? Y'all support everything we got going on over here. Y'all ride with me every week. Even when I don't show up, the moment I put that I'm going live, y'all come back, y'all rock with your boy. So I really appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I respect y'all. One love, for real. Much respect. And I promise to continue to give y'all the best entertainment that I can over on these YouTube streets. But with that being said, y'all, I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Against the